Hey, Jonathan here. In this video, we're going to be showing you our ultimate speed and agility drill. Have you ever been playing a sport or training parkour and you're doing some moves and it just doesn't feel like it's clicking, meaning you don't feel like you have the speed or the agility to connect to different moves properly? I know for me, when I was playing soccer back in the day, sometimes I'd be going up against another opponent and they would be a lot quicker, a lot sharper with their movement, and that always frustrated me. And if you've experienced this, maybe you're out training and you're trying to combine different movements, or maybe you're playing a game of tag or something and you're just not quick enough or just a little bit behind and not feeling the connections, well, this has to do with getting better speed and agility. And this is what we're going to train in this video, because it's really key that we get this down if we want to have really quick movements. We want to be able to move quickly on our feet, make quick decisions, and outrun our opponent or whoever we're going up against. We'll be able to do that. For training agility, it's important that we simulate the movements and the cuts that we're going to be doing for our sport or discipline. We're going to be training this for parkour, so we're going to be hitting a wide range of movements, from high jumps to getting really low to the ground to really sharp cuts back and forth. Because when we're training, what we're going to be doing here is building the muscle connections. So we're building the nervous system to fire off different muscle fibers the way we want it to, and to build balance and coordination. And what that comes with is drilling these movements over and over again, so we build the muscle memory, so that way when we're in a game-like situation, or if we're training parkour for real, then we'll be able to perform these movements a lot easier because we've been drilling them over and over. Alright, so for this drill, it's going to be a three-point position. So it's going to be a triangle, and this is really all we need to hit the different angles that we're going to be performing. Now this drill, I've taken some aspects from what I've learned in soccer when we trained with Marcio Leite. He was our coach for the Dallas Texans '89 group. Really excellent soccer coach. He's coached some really amazing players, including Omar Gonzalez, who was one of our teammates, and he ended up going pro, played in the last World Cup. Fantastic player. But anyway, what he had us do was a lot of agility drills, especially in the off season, to really build us up. And we did drills like this. Now what I'm doing is I'm taking some of his stuff and I'm adding in the parkour aspect. So we're going to be adding in rolls and different movements like that, and quadrupedal movement, so that way we're working more muscle groups, and then we're working on instead of just doing different cuts, we're also working on getting really low to the ground and building that explosive power from a really low position to going up into running. So we're going to be doing a lot of rolls in this drill, so it's important that you have your parkour roll down. If you don't have it yet, click the link in the description. You can find a really awesome detailed tutorial from us over this roll. And even if you have it, but maybe you have some trouble spots, you're hitting some things wrong, check out the tutorial because it will break down everything for you. So again, for this drill, we're going to be setting up three spots or obstacles that we can use. You can use cones, I'm using shoes. These are going to be in a triangle position about 9 feet apart from each other, and we're going to start at the top of the triangle. And for this drill, we want to always keep in mind our alignment. So when we're starting off and we're moving in different directions, we want to make sure that we're square right here, that our shoulders are facing forward and our hips are square. Because the first move we're going to do is we're going to be jumping over the first obstacle. And when we jump over, we want to make sure we're facing here and jumping and not turning at all, because that will defeat the purpose of what we're doing. Because we want to train the strength and agility to keep our core intact while we're jumping, so we can move quickly. Now when we're doing these drills and these movements, we always want to make sure we want to be on the balls of the feet, so we have quick feet at all times so we can move quick. So let me show you what this is going to look like first, and then we'll break it down. So. Alright, that was just one little practice round, just to demonstrate what we're going to do, because we're going to be adding in the parkour roll in there on these points right here. So at the start, we're going to be jumping over this obstacle. When we jump over, we want to make sure to have high knees. So we're bringing our knees up as high as we can, and then so we're going to jump over once, jump back over. This is when we go into the first roll. We're going over the right shoulder. It's that parkour roll. Once we land, We're gonna get up, stay square, and shuffle. You can have your arms up if you want and keep it ready. We're gonna shuffle across to the next obstacle, and then we're gonna drop down into QM. We're gonna go backwards. So with QM, we're using reciprocating motion, so that means every time we move our right hand, move our left leg, move our left hand, move our right leg. So we'll start here, moving backwards at an angle here until we reach this point. And this is when we start on the opposite side. So we start with the jump, high knees. And when we do this jump, right when we hit down, we want to try to come back up. So we're here, so it's really quick. Then we're going to the opposite roll. So we roll on our right shoulder for this one. For this one, we're gonna roll to the left shoulder. Once we land, again, we're gonna shuffle across quickly, stay in the balls of the feet, drop down to backwards QM at an angle. Start here. And we're gonna repeat this for another round. So I'm gonna jump here, back, forward roll, shuffle across, backwards QM, start again, roll, come across, come back. Once we've done 4 rolls, or 4 times, or 2 on each side, then we're gonna go into a big sprint. So we're gonna jog backwards, so once we finish off with this one on the second go around, we're gonna go backwards. We're gonna go for about 40 yards, and then we're gonna sprint back quickly as we can. And then we're gonna start over again. Drop. And we'll keep continuing this cycle for as many rounds as we can do. All right, now for those who are fire breathers and want to take it to another level, take it to the next level, even higher, what we can do is add in some little things to make it a little bit harder and push our agility training a little bit further. So, starting with the jumps, instead of just doing regular high knee jumps, we can add a spin to it. So we can start by just doing a 180 at first, and then go into the roll. We can also try to do 360s. So we're here, 360, 360 back, then roll. And then once we get to here, to make this one a little bit harder, instead of just going straight to the other side, what we can do is go around this cone. So we can get out of the roll, start here, shuffle around, and then come. Keeping the hips, shoulders square, and making sure not to cross the feet. You want to keep the feet close, but not crossing over so we lose balance. Now, when we're going around these, and we're doing this full circle, we want to make sure that we're taking quick, small steps as we're going around, shuffling, staying nice and tight. And as we go to this side, see, then we can do the same thing. Instead of just going back into QM, we can now cut over, small steps around, then go into QM, back to the center. And if we want to add in the spins, we can do that. And then continue the drill. So those are just extra ways that we can make things a little bit harder and advance this drill a little more if you want to push it to the next level. So that's the agility drill. Make sure to start doing this in your training. Try to aim for, at least 2 times a week to throw this in, and you're gonna see some awesome results, especially in the next few months. Now, it's really important that you make sure to add in that roll. If you don't have it yet already, you can switch out the roll with forward QM like this. So instead of doing the roll, doing forward QM to get to the spot, and then shuffling. But it's crucial that you learn the roll, because this is gonna help you not only in parkour for taking bigger drops and drops with a lot of momentum safely, but it's also going to help you if you're playing any sport, or if you're making a quick run and you trip or anything and you fall down, you're low to the ground. Training this roll and getting up really quickly is going to help by increasing your agility for whenever you fall over or something, and getting back up and being really quick on your feet from a low to ground position and then going up to a higher position. So this one's a really good one to add in. So if you haven't gotten your roll yet, make sure to click the link down below in the description. This is a link to our Parkour Roll tutorial, and this is where we break down the exact techniques I think they give you like 3 or 4 different ways you can actually learn this move. Really good one, fun one to learn. You can learn it in your own living room. So make sure to check that out. As always, for more videos and tutorials like this, make sure to subscribe to our channel. Also be sure to follow us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. Train safe, and I will see you in the next video.